Denizens of the last star, do you hear that sound? That is the sound of the inevitable. It's only a matter of time before the last star is consumed by the void. A frightening prospect, I know. But you may take some comfort in the fact that I, Lothar Rendain, have ensured that something of this universe will survive. And you're trying to stop me because that something doesn't include you. Your spirit is admirable, but spirit can't save you from what's coming. Nothing can. Not your sharpest blades, which are admittedly pretty cool or whatever. Not your stockpiles of munitions. Not your... what is this? Magic? Not your insane robots, or your talents, or your butt theatrics! Ah! Give me a hand, won't you? Now then, where was I? Oh, yes. You are going to die. The only choice left to you is how. You can die alone. You can die clinging to your idiot friends. Or you can die with the rest of the misbegotten filth that gutterballed into this wretched system. Take your pick, but you will die. And so, back to that sound. That is the last choking gasp of a dying cosmos doomed to the dark. That is the sound of the end.
There was a time when the universe was full of stars. Then some jerks started dragging them into the void. Everyone wanted a piece of what was left. No surprise then that our first battles weren't with the Varelsi, but with each other. Crazy to think what we could do if we worked together.
Rising up, rising, rising, rising up, rising up, rising, rising, rising up, rising up.
Welcome to the end of the universe. Oh, don't look so glum. Nothing lasts forever, you know. As science tells us, all those billions upon billions of stars are bound to burn out someday. What science didn't tell us, of course, was that some damnable dark force would be accelerating the process, dragging the remaining systems screaming into the void. Thanks, science. Way to be on the ball with that. So, here we are. The end of all things. One star still burning, and anything that's still alive, they've gathered here. The last star, Solus. And that's where you come in, my dear fellows. You're our last hope. 25 of the bravest, strongest, strangest, and still alivest Battleborn the universe has ever seen. A+ for surviving the end of all things. But now, the real challenge begins. Well, before we fit you for battle, you'd probably like to know what you're in for. Let's take a look at a recent excursion to the frozen hellscape of Bliss and the 5 Battleborn who led the charge. First is Thor, capable, courageous, and quite pissed about the loss of her homeworld to the Varelsi. You might think a bow insufficient for a fiery march of vengeance, and in most cases, you'd be right. But this Eldred Ranger is a different story. A painful story. Look, just don't make fun of her bow. I'm speaking from experience. Oscar Mike, a UPR clone soldier left over from the long-forgotten war. He outlived his brethren through deft use of his armament. Heavily augmentable assault rifle, airstrike capability, vicious frag grenades, and a nifty bit of stealth cloak technology. I'm sure he may sound like a lunatic, but he's our lunatic. And an effective one. Phoebe is one of the last Light Consortium's greatest engineers. Next to yours truly, of course. She wields an array of sabers held aloft by tech of her own design. Not as elegant as some of my designs. Then again, she can teleport and call down storms of swords. So I tend to keep my notes to myself. Much safer that way. Where do I start with a Rendain? She's, she has lots of arms. That much is clear. She's also one of the fastest, most lethal fighters in Solus, utilizing her incredible speed and bursts of chaotic energy to cut down any that stand in it. Oh, 7 hells, that's disgusting! Moving to hell on. Caldarius may slice, dice, and puree his foes, but don't let the look fool you. He's much more than a sentient blender. His JTX assault frame and jump pack grant him incredible mobility in aerial combat, which pairs rather nicely with his reckless disregard for his own safety. Thanks, Caldarius! Your death wish is appreciated. They're formidable enough on their own, but together, these 5 Battleborn achieved a victory that delayed the potentially inevitable death of the last star by... carry the 1... 6 hours. That's... well, it's not nothing. That's it. That's how we did it. Jolly good, no? A great victory for all that still live. But before you rush into battle, allow me to introduce a few more of our crew. The gentleman sniper, Marquis de Caliban. Precise, deadly, and like most of the AIs inhabiting Solus these days, absolutely batshit insane. Wages class warfare with his collapsible cane rifle, Bindlebane, and robotic owl named Houdini? Oh, how precious! Wrath, the generate swordsman. This handsome vampire is an absolutely ferocious opponent in close quarters combat. And, what's that? Oh, well, I've just been informed that he is not indeed a vampire, thus invalidating all of my Wrath fanfiction. Oh well. The mountainous and biologically improbable Montana has a rather impressive pair of guns, as well as a minigun. Ha! Muscle joke! Oh, yes, we're all about to die. My apologies. Let's see here. Fire bullets, ice bullets, something he calls man's formation. Universe's deadliest finger. Moving on, the sheet here says Combat Botanist, but that hardly summarizes Miko, one of the stranger members of our crew. This sentient mushroom? Person? Throws knives, fungus, and even its own head. To heal the others, you see. Quite altruistic, which is apparently a thing with mushroom people. Well, I don't know. I only know the one. And then there's Boulder, the very incarnation of rage. Now in a fun size. Boulder blocks all manner of attack with his shield, deals devastating damage with his runic axe, and fits easily in most overhead storage bins. Always at home on the battlefield, Boulder is, yes, that's lovely. Good for you, Boulder. Just wait until you meet Benedict. His feathers will be so ruffled. And Isaac, such spirit, that one. A truly magnificent construct. Such wonder. It's almost enough to make an old man... Gasp! Oh, proximity alarm! The Varelsi are here! There's no time to spare! Quickly, get out there! You'll meet the others later. I assure you, there'll be plenty of battles to come.
Secure the drop point. Then we can begin today's suicide mission, closing that damnable portal before this gets any worse.
here. Stand by for orientation. Now, let's see. Ah! Here we are.
Capture and hold energy collectors to earn points while defending the collectors from enemy forces. Destroy shard clusters to earn shards. Use those shards to power tactical structures throughout the battlefield. The first team to reach 1,000 points achieves victory. Incursion. Fight your way through waves of minions and defeat the enemy's sentries. Escort minions to enemy sentries to strip away their shields and leave them vulnerable to attack. Destroy shard clusters to earn shards. Use those shards to power tactical structures throughout the battlefield. Destroy the enemy's final sentry to achieve victory. Meltdown. Earn points by guiding your minions to designated incinerators and destroy enemy minions before they reach their own. The bigger the minion, the more points you'll earn by sacrificing it. The first team to reach 500 points achieves victory.